Imagine you're sitting on a plane at 35,000 feet, cruising smoothly above the clouds. You look out the window and wonder, if something went wrong, why don't airplanes just carry parachutes for everyone on board? It feels like such a simple solution. One parachute per passenger, right? But the truth is, commercial aviation is nothing like the movies, and parachutes are far from the life-saving backup people imagine. Today, we're breaking down the physics, engineering, and real-world logistics behind why parachutes simply don't work on commercial jets. And once you understand the science, you'll realize that parachutes aren't just impractical, they're almost impossible. So let's dive into the real reasons airlines don't use parachutes. Parachutes seem logical because movies make them look easy. Jump out, pull the cord, float to safety. But commercial aviation operates in a completely different environment. Parachutes are designed for slow exits, low altitudes, and controlled jumps. None of those conditions exist on a passenger jet, and that's where the myth falls apart. Commercial jets fly at 500 to 600 miles per hour, and at that speed, the air hitting your body is like a solid wall. If someone tried to jump out, they'd be violently thrown backward and unable to stabilize themselves. Parachutes are built to open at around 120 miles per hour, so deploying one at jet speeds would shred it instantly and severely injure the person attached to it. At 35,000 feet, oxygen levels are dangerously low and temperatures drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius. A person would lose consciousness in seconds without supplemental oxygen. Skydivers jump from around 10,000 to 14,000 feet, where conditions are survivable. Even military halo jumps require oxygen masks and special suits. Everyday passengers simply can't survive a jump from cruising altitude. Airplane doors cannot be opened in flight because the cabin is pressurized. The pressure inside is much higher than outside, locking the door shut with thousands of pounds of force. Even a team of people couldn't open it. Until the plane descends and depressurizes, the doors remain sealed, making parachutes useless, even if they existed. Even if parachutes magically worked, evacuating 150 to 300 passengers mid-air would be impossible. The aisles are narrow, exits are small, and people panic during emergencies. On the ground, evacuations take time, and that's without extreme wind, turbulence, or fear. In the air, coordinating a safe exit for everyone is simply not realistic. Parachutes require training. Lots of it. Skydivers spend hours learning how to jump, stabilize, deploy, and land safely. Airlines cannot train millions of passengers every year, especially when most people fly only occasionally. And even if they tried, most passengers would forget the training by the time they needed it. Instead of parachutes, airlines invest heavily in preventing emergencies. Modern aircraft undergo rigorous maintenance. Pilots train in advanced simulators, and safety systems like TCAS and EGPWS help avoid collisions in terrain. Aviation safety is built around prevention, not escape, and that's why flying remains one of the safest ways to travel. Most aviation incidents happen during takeoff or landing when the plane is close to the ground. Parachutes are useless at low altitudes because there isn't enough time or space for them to deploy. High-altitude emergencies are extremely rare, and parachutes wouldn't meaningfully improve safety even if they were available. Some small private planes, like the Cirrus SR-22, have whole aircraft parachutes. These systems work because small planes are light and fly at lower speeds, but scaling this to a commercial jet is impossible. A Boeing 777 weighs over 300,000 pounds, and a parachute large enough to slow it down would be the size of a football field. So when you put all the pieces together, speed, altitude, pressure, logistics, training, and physics, parachutes simply don't work on commercial airplanes. The idea sounds simple, but the reality is far more complicated. Parachutes wouldn't save lives. They'd actually make flying more dangerous. The safest way to fly is through prevention, technology, and training. Modern aviation is built around avoiding emergencies entirely, and that's why flying remains one of the safest forms of travel. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more aviation stories just like this, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more people. And if you want to stay ahead of the next big aviation deep dive, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. I'll see you in the next one.